Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sims video. Today, we're not going to be talking about The Sims 4, we're actually going to be talking about not Sims 5, because we do not know if it's Sims 5, but Project Renee. We got some leaks, and apparently the whole map of Project Renee got leaked, and I thought I'm gonna make a video on it just to check it out and see what it's about. Speaking of Project Renee, I've been seeing a lot of people already calling it The Sims 5. I wanted to talk about that real quick because it's something that kind of annoys me a little bit because, so first of all, we don't know if this is gonna be The Sims 5. We only know this is gonna be a new Sims title. We don't know if it's gonna be The Sims 5. And regarding the fact that this is going to be a multi-platform game, like you're gonna be able to play this on PC and on mobile and wherever as well. So it's cross-platform and it's also cross-save, and it has online multiplayer, very likely, and it's also free to play. So I would like to think that this is not The Sims 5. Like, I feel like it is very likely not going to be a mainline Sims game. If it does, it's gonna be very surprising for me, but for now, I would like to not call it The Sims 5 just because it doesn't feel like it's gonna be the next big Sims title for me. That, like, it doesn't fit into that, you know? So we got leaks for the map, and I would say, I have not looked at it yet, I would say let's just go and look at the map, and I'll see what I think. I don't know how official or reliable this information is, but we have this Reddit post by DZX and22 and Gaming Leaks and Rumors. This was 12 days ago, or like this has been out for a while already. And it says Project Renee is the latest title being released by Maxis. This map was data mined from myself through the Project Renee play test build that was leaked a few weeks ago. The area colored in red on the map indicates the playable area in the playtest. Here are some comparisons between the map and some in-game screenshots which shows the map lines up correctly. The map is also based on Paris, I believe, as I have also found actual in real life photo references in the game files as well. I will share if there's a demand for it, but they're not really that interesting. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting that it's based on a real life kind of thing. Also pretty cool. I mean, I guess that just makes it even more realistic if you can simulate life in literally the area where you live. That's actually that's so cool now that I think about it, because then you can build. I mean, I think it's also gonna be open world. I'm not sure about that though, but if it is, then you can kind of create your own worlds again. You can basically live in places that you've always wanted to live in, or yeah, like that's it's kind of cool. So let's just look at this image that they posted, or actually I think maybe it's an album. Okay, so this is the red colored area, and I guess this is water. What did they say again? The area colored in red on the map indicates the playable area in the playtest. Okay, so I mean, that's a very big unused area actually. I don't really know how that's gonna be, but full overview found in the files of the leaked playtest build. So when we look at this, like, all of this looks very rough still. Like, the textures are not that crazy, and there's just not super much to see. This water kind of looks like void right now, but we can see a couple buildings, some trees, and we can see cars. These are probably gonna be just like driving around like they do in The Sims 4 right now. But maybe potential hint at us getting cars for the next game, which would be really, really nice. So this is something that a lot of people are asking for. So this is like basically this area right here next to the river. And then we go a bit further, and then we have this this cross section here. Looks like there's a little tram station or underground station here, which is interesting. I would love to know if these are gonna be usable or not. I think that would be really great if they would. And then we have something that looks kind of weird to me, is the fact that these cars are like very close to the sidewalk, and I think these green areas, I mean, this technically it has a bike on it, so it looks like it's a bike lane, but the cars are literally driving over the bike lane. So hopefully they're gonna fix that. And since this is a bike lane, does that mean we're gonna get bikes with the base game? Who knows? Who knows? But all in all, I think for this being based on Paris, it looks really, really nice already. Like, I love seeing all of these little kind of details that they already put in, like these little, and the trees and the lampposts. Really, really, really nice. And then we go a little further, we have another like little cross section like this one right here, and more cars. This looks a bit weird, like there's like a fence right there, like literally on the street. Like this area looks a little bit weird. Does this really exist in Paris? It looks a little weird. But yeah, nothing too crazy to see. And I guess that's already it. Not much more to see. Like, they're saying full map leaked. I don't know if this is the full map, and I don't think this is gonna be the only map. I think that there's probably gonna be multiple maps, and I hope that you are gonna be able to make your own maps as well. But like I said, I don't think this is the whole map. I think it's a big portion of it, but I don't think that that's gonna be all. But apart from that, this is very exciting. Like, it looked very big on the map. Like, this map looks very big, and I hope that this area is not gonna be the only area that's gonna be playable. And if so, then I'm wondering how this is gonna work. Like, does this mean that you're gonna be able to like place the lots here yourself? Will you be able to choose the size of the lot? Oh my god, please bring that back. That was so good, actually. Or will you only be able to go into these pre-built houses already and build like an apartment? That's like all of the things that I would really like to know. I think there was also a video of some leaked footage of someone playing in this. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Shout out to Sima Aaron at this point. There was also like this that was leaked or teased at some point, realistic object physics, where you can basically have like some little extra objects attached to some furniture that you're placing. And they showed in this example, they were trying to put like an extra pillow, and you can like try to attach it pretty much anywhere on the object, and it will kind of try to simulate realistic physics with it. So when, for example, like they tried to put the pillow here on the edge, and when you press play, then it just falls down because obviously there's like nothing to hold it up. So that was also something that they discussed. So I did actually find the video again, thanks to my boyfriend. So this is the video of someone playing, in one of the houses. I think probably we also saw that in the map. Like I think this is part of the map that we just saw, and this is just someone building in one of the apartments of one of the houses. And so they click on this button here and it says session group. So I think this is a very big hint at the multiplayer options of this game. So it says session group 1 out of 8. So I guess this means that you can play together with 7 friends or 7 other people. And I guess it will also have a voice chat if it shows this here. And I'm guessing social means you can also chat with people, and then you can save, load, and quit. I'm sure all of this is gonna change later on and gonna look a bit nicer. Oh, they even show that how to add friends, and then play again. Log out. I don't know what play again means. It looks a little bit weird, but yeah. They also show the audio settings, group chat volume, mic threshold. So you're definitely gonna be able to talk through the game, which is kind of cool. Some graphic options as well, which is a default kind of thing, right? And then I'm guessing they're gonna call game files sessions here, since I'm guessing you can have different sessions with different people. So I guess that makes sense. And they tried to save and they get a cloud save issue, I'm guessing, since the cloud is not working yet, so they cannot really save the game. All of this looks very rough still, like the UI and the buttons and everything looks very, very, very bland, but I'm sure they're gonna change more to the style of The Sims. But if they kind of stick to something more in this direction, I think that's also gonna be kind of cool. Maybe they're gonna go back to kind of more like a blue tone instead of a green tone. I mean, green is kind of iconic for The Sims, so I guess they should stick with the green. And so they press on play again, and then they come to welcome interior designers. Customize your apartment with walls and furniture. Find player created furniture through the discovering button, and Max's created furniture through the buy button. So, I mean, we know this before. We're gonna be able to make our own furniture, like at least edit it in the way that we like with the color wheel and adding a couple features, and then we can upload them to something like a gallery for other people to be able to download. And then of course there's also going to be a normal buy option where we can buy the basic furniture that we get from Max's. Every piece of furniture can be customized. Use the workshop to change size, colors, parts, materials, and patterns, then place accents to make the piece more special. I mean, basically what we're looking forward to, right? Share your creations to inspire other players. Select all the furniture you want to share using the multi-select tool on the left of the screen, and use the upload button at the bottom of the screen. So you can not only just upload one item, you can upload multiple items and items together as well, which is kind of cool. Of course, you can upload them as groups. What I'm wondering is if you can later then also take them out of the groups, or if you're gonna be stuck with having them together. And then all of this also creates the question in my head of how is this gonna work? Like, how is the collision working? How is this gonna work with like sitting down and walking and everything? I feel like this is something that's gonna be a little bit difficult with being confronted with so much freedom in placing and editing things. Like, for example, if you have a couch, like what decides over how many people are gonna be able to sit on the couch? Yeah, like that's some questions that I have, but I'm sure they're gonna be answered later on. If you're ever unsure what a button does, use the question mark to view helpful tips. Of course, they're gonna give us some tool tips. Thank you for playing this early software. We appreciate your input. You can revisit these tips in the options menu at any time. So, I mean, I think this is just some person who was able to play like this very early demo of the game. And then, of course, we also see a little bit of gameplay. I think this is really really basic how this looks here with this on the left side and this on the right side. I like it though. It's simple, but it makes sense. I'm just I mean, of course all of this is gonna change like from the style and everything, but right now how it's going, it's a little tad bit realistic for my taste, and I hope I'm gonna be happy with the style in the end. But so we have these 3 buttons here to the side. We have surface shape accents, and they're opening the part, and then you can see you can like basically select the parts that you wanna have, and then like mix and match and create the furniture exactly the way that you want to have it, which is really cool. Like having simple options like this opens up so much, without it being too complicated for a lot of people. Like this is basically swatches, just better. And then we see object limit 0 out of 20. So I think this is what I was talking about before, that you can attach kind of objects to other furnitures. And then now they also added the gravity to it so that it's kind of realistic. I mean, I'm not quite sure what you would add to a chair, so in this case it doesn't really make any sense, but I'm guessing, for example, if you have a table, you could add a vase on the table and some flowers as well. They're just gonna put a basic pillow on the chair. I mean, does that make a lot of sense? I don't know, but you can do it, which is great. What else do we have? Like, we're gonna see them fiddle around with a fireplace here, and you can pick the material yourself first, which is really cool. Like this is kind of reminding of a 3D modeling software, basically, where you can choose the material yourself. Maybe this is gonna change a bit later, because this looks a little static and maybe a little bit confusing for some people. But the fact that you can do this is really cool, and I'm guessing you can also change the color of it afterwards as well, however you like, which is really cool. And as it looks like here, also the pattern. So yeah, you can mix and match it the way you want. And then this is kind of, okay. So this is also kind of answering one of my questions already. How is it determining how many chairs and stuff? So as you can see, the person here is kind of stretching out the table by pulling on one of these arrows, and it makes the table bigger and smaller, and also at the same time it kind of determines how many chairs can go on that table. So in this size, as you can see, it would fit four chairs. If they spread it out more, it has space for 8 chairs, and if they put it all the way back in, it can still fit 4 chairs basically. But I mean, I guess you would only want to have 2 in that case. And then accents, you can just add like a book or a candle or a vase on top of the table, which is really cool. Definitely adds to the realism a bit more, and making clutter a bit more I don't know how to say it, a bit more dynamic, I guess. What else do we get to see? We get to see them place a bit more accents. Like, you see, you have these kind of preparing tables in the middle of the kitchen and preparation tables in the middle of this kitchen, and they have like some items placed on the lower racks of this table, or they're not tables, they're more like, I'm not sure what to call them, but you see them place things here, and this is also really cool. And then they go to the bedroom, area, and they just do the same thing with the accents again. But yeah, this is like showing pretty much what is possible in this. Then they also go to pretty much the next flat, like the other flat that is right to the back here, and they show a bit of the options, the wall options. And they took like a wall block, and so I'm guessing this is like the room tool, because this pretty much spawned in a whole room, and then you can just pull these arrows and you can make the room bigger or smaller. This is pretty much the same how it was in The Sims 4. Not too crazy. Oh, you can expand and make the menu smaller, which is great. We would love to have that in The Sims 4. Oh, and then you see some stuff here from... Oh, look at this menu. You see the menu here to the right? I think that's kind of cool. It's just... I mean, no, I guess they're understandable. This is kitchen, this is bathroom, this is bedroom, this is living room, dining room. Yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense what this is, and then these are like subcategories. And yeah, so I don't know how this works, but this is definitely one of these houses that is in the neighborhood that we just looked at the pictures of. As you can see, the cars are not moving in this video, they're stationary, but I'm guessing in the end they're probably gonna be moving, and I hope not across the bike lane. Like I said before, this kind of pops up the question, are you only gonna be able to build in these pre-built houses? I mean, I would not be too mad about it, because I think this is already really cool, as long as they let me pick like literally any house of these and build in them. Or if we can put our own buildings and choose the size and everything, that would be really, really cool. And also, how free is this gonna be? Because they literally went from this apartment out, and it looks like you can just select any apartment from here. So do you not have to be... I mean, you didn't really have to be in control of a sim before, but you would only be able to like edit one lot specifically. So how are the lots gonna be divided in this game? Is it gonna be that you have to place it before, or can you just split up the space however you like, and then you just kind of like mark the space however you would prefer? Yeah, we're getting like a better look over the map from here as well. Like they're kind of going through the map and looking at these things as well. These buildings look really, really, really nice. I think if they work on the graphics a little bit more, then we get to see something really, really beautiful here. Like this already has some really great details. It just needs this little touch that makes everything look a bit more realistic and nice. But if this is gonna be how it looks, then I'm definitely gonna be excited for it. And if we're gonna be able to just pick any of these houses and then and go in them and build, that's gonna be amazing too. I mean, there's not super much here. This looks like a school, by the way. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. I'm also gonna be looking forward to how they're handling these inside courtyard situations, if you're gonna be able to build like something in there or not. And I'm definitely gonna be excited building shops in streets like in houses like these. Looking forward to that, definitely. But yeah, I think this is pretty much everything that we get to see in this video footage as well. But I think it's more than enough. This is like so crazy that they already have this much to show about the game, like from all of their latest videos and Inside the Sims videos, streams. I mean, it sounded like this game is still quite far away, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing this in the next couple of years. My big bet is probably gonna be in 2026. That's gonna be my guess. Because I think if they're gonna, like, they said that it would not be coming too soon, but I think if they're gonna push it out too much further, they're gonna get into big trouble with the community, because right now the community is already very, very, very upset with The Sims 4 and with how everything is going, like them just releasing DLC after DLC and not fixing the problems that come with other DLC. So I think if they want to save themselves, I don't think they should be waiting with this for too much longer. But also at the same time, please don't rush it. Please don't rush it the same how they did it with The Sims 4 and release the game in a half-broken state with a bunch of things missing and a bunch of things not working properly and a map that was empty. I have rather higher hopes for this game. The fact that this has a multiplayer option is already selling it for me, basically because I think this is really, really, really cool. I've been looking forward to play a game like this with my friends for a very long time. If a Sims title is gonna make that possible, then I'm gonna be looking very forward to this. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the map and the news that we have. To be honest, I think it's quite exciting. I think it's a good direction that it's going in for now, and I would really like to see the open world come back, because I think that was a very, very good thing that they had before. Of course, in The Sims 3 it came at the cost of not being able to switch the worlds. Maybe they can still leave the ability in that you can switch worlds but still have open world, like kind of have it like they did in The Sims 3. But if you want to switch worlds, then you're gonna be faced with a loading screen, which I think is fine, because it just feels like, I feel like it would feel okay to get a loading screen when you're going to another world. But if you are staying in the same world, I feel like you should not be having that many loading screens, at least not as many as we had in The Sims 4 now. This is basically all the things that I wanted to look over with y'all today and share my opinion with all of you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And I hope you have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And as always, stay kind, stay balanced, and keep gaming. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.